Judges found that they manifestly lacked the authority to weigh in on the merits of Sudan's claim that the UAE provided direct financial, political and military support to the genocidal paramilitary RSF that stands accused of crimes against humanity in the ongoing conflict in Sudan. While both Sudan and the UAE are signatories to the 1948 Genocide Convention, the UAE entered a carve-out to the section of the treaty that gives the ICJ jurisdiction over disputes. It was this carve-out that essentially stopped the court from adjudicating the substantive matter before it.
The court concludes from the foregoing that, having regard to the UAE's reservation to Article 9 of the Genocide Convention, this article cannot constitute prima facie a basis for the jurisdiction of the court in the present case. It follows that the court, lacking prima facie jurisdiction to entertain Sudan's application, cannot indicate the provisional measures requested in order to protect the rights invoked in the application submitted by Sudan. In view of the foregoing, there is no need for the court to address whether other conditions for the indication of provisional measures have been met in the present case. The court further considers that, in light of the reservation made by the UAE to the complicity clause contained in Article 9 of the Genocide Convention, and in the absence of any other basis of jurisdiction, the court manifestly lacks jurisdiction to entertain Sudan's application.
Requested provisional measures, including ordering the UAE to do everything it could to prevent the killing and other crimes targeting the Masalit ethnic group in Darfur.
Having come to the conclusion that it manifestly lacks jurisdiction, the court is precluded by its statute from taking any position on the merits of the claims made by Sudan. However, as the court has stated on numerous previous occasions, there is a fundamental distinction between the question of acceptance by states of the court jurisdiction and the conformity of their acts with the international law. Whether or not states have accepted the jurisdiction of the court pursuant to Article 9 of the Genocide Convention, they are required to comply with their obligations under that instrument, and they remain responsible for acts attributable to them which are contrary to their international obligations.
He referred to the application as a publicity stunt and has denied its involvement in the war, despite being accused of arming the RSF, including by members of the United States Congress. The United Nations has long established that both parties to the conflict, including the Sudan Armed Forces and the RSF and their allied militias, had committed human rights violations that could amount to war crimes and crimes against humanity. The United States also determined in January that the RSF had committed genocide in Sudan. Sherwin Brycepease, SABC News, New York.